Okay, my little intro was messed up, but it's all right. We're here at qualifying for the Magic Mile in the Moonlight Racing League Thursday night truck thriller truck series. Say that 3 times fast, I dare ya. I don't think you can, but welcome tonight, folks. I am your host, Kevin Kyle. We are here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. They call it the Magic Mile because it is magical. Very magical place. Remember, reach out to chat if I got something too high. Sounds like the cars are a little high there. We're going to turn all this down. We're getting this dialed in here. A little rusty. Hope you guys all had a very happy Thanksgiving. As I know I did. We had a lot of good food and good times with the family. So I hope you guys all did as well. As Patrick Cowgill, the number 31, is at the top of the leaderboard tonight on qualification. Here's David Owens, the second lap though. David was pretty fast in practice, so we'll see what he can do. And speaking of David Owens is your leader heading into, this is race number 2, round 2. And here's our very crude, very ugly standings. And you can see there, David Owens did not win, but Matt Tucker has won. Matt Tucker won last week, and he's won back-to-back races. So he's coming back from Thanksgiving break looking for a three-peat. So Matt Tucker's locked into the final 4. David Owens, you can see right there with his points total, he's 293, and I think he's basically, he's not clinched, but with the field sizes we have here tonight, and the season winding down, he's probably basically clinched it. So not too worried about David Owens making it. So you probably got David Owens and Matt Tucker for sure going to the final 4. So that just leaves probably the next 2 spots open. So Patrick Cowgill and Alex Hillman are pointed their way in so far. You can see 267 points there for Patrick, 253 for Alex, but AJ Binish is right below the bubble, just below the bubble, and he's at 252. I'm sorry, don't worry about the 2 and a 0. They just add that on there for the chase reasons. So just look at the last 2 digits. Basically, David Owens 93, Matt Tucker 79. He's won his way in. 67 though for Patrick. Alex Hillman 53. So AJ Binish is 52, 1 point below the bubble. So keep your eyes on that. Steve Lewis, man, look at him. He's only 5 points. Can I add? Yes, I can add. 5 points below the bubble. And Andrew Bolander, 243. I keep saying 2043. Sorry about that. 43 points below. So it's real close for those top last 2 spots. So keep that in mind. Those are your drivers to watch tonight. But all the drivers are great to watch, obviously, as we have a great set of drivers tonight. We're looking at only 12 drivers tonight, so not a huge field as it is winding down. But these drivers are battling out for that top spot. So a win is going to be imperative here with these smaller fields, I'd say. But every little point counts. It's really going to keep an eye on Alex Hillman and AJ Binish here. Obviously, that's going to be your main battle to look at. So we'll keep an eye on as we keep going. But welcome to New Hampshire. We have 125 laps here, and let's enjoy it here. I am proud to be bringing you this on the Vortex Racing Network. To everyone out there, appreciate your all support, and everyone's helping doing this YouTube channel with the Vortex Racing Network. We've had a lot of help, and as you can tell, the fog has not left our streams. We've been keeping the theme of the fog going, as it has been a weekly thing now for the last couple of broadcasts here at the Vortex Racing Network. We've had a bad string of weather, but hopefully it'll start clearing up here at the Magic Mile. It is a day race because there is no lighting at the Magic Mile. It is 12 o'clock race time. It is October 30th sim time of next year, it's showing me. So 2026, not really that important. But here we go, folks. All right, there's an onboard camera with David Owens. Taking a ride with him here, taking a look at the field. Here's his look on board. Oh, this is bothering me. Hold on. There we go. Click out of that. And I got to come back and click on this, and I'm good. All right. Awesome. There's our little camera we have set up. Come back to A1. Cannot switch cameras, but then I can. Okay, here we go, folks. Monster Mile, that's over. We are here at the Magic Mile. And the green flag is away, and here we go for 125 laps here at New Hampshire. All 10 trucks starting the field. Small field here tonight. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, only 10 trucks showing. Thought I had 12 here tonight. Looks like maybe Fox and Winstead weren't able to load in on time, but it's all good. We're going to have ourselves a great race. And let me turn down. I think those trucks are a little loud. Let me just crank them down a little bit more, and here we go. All right. Patrick Cowgill, in normal fashion, handing onto the lead right now. Oh, we got a wreck. Patrick Cowgill. No, Patrick. In the 94 already. Let's take a look and see exactly what happened here. All right, let's take it back and see what happened. Keep your eyes on the number 31. Just loose out of 4. And Steve Fugit. Yep. Loose out of 2. Loose out of 2. No damage for either driver. Yellow comes out, so everybody's going to be okay. No worries. So I was running some practice laps and failed to mention, definitely that's going to be an issue there, is the exits, man. It doesn't look like it's very hot on track, but it is deceiving. As the 31 already getting a setback there, and we got pit stops already coming in. That looks like Eric. Is that Eric out there tonight? No, that's Joseph's paint jobs, pal. Sorry, dear Joe. I know Eric runs a similar pal's paint job there, so didn't mean to confuse you there with Eric. You definitely don't drive like him. That's one thing I can say for sure. But it looks like fuel only for some of these guys, so they're already counting backwards. Remember, there is a stage break that is up for grabs. Remember, guys, we got our awesome Drive for 500 there. It's on Valentine's Day in the morning, so don't forget to sign up for that. You can scan the QR code. It'll take you to a sign-up page, and you get signed up for that big race. It's an actual Daytona 500 in length, and we got a lot of good prizes up for grabs, so make sure you guys check that out. And then there's our schedule, but right now we got double headers on Monday night with the ARCA Series and the Moonlight Racing's the DDI ARCA Series. And that's at 5:30, 8:30 Eastern. Then we have the 11 p.m. right after that doubleheader. Mayhem Cup Series follows that action on Monday nights. Tuesday we have the Big Truck and Tuesday from the Bonfire Racing League. And Sunday mornings we have the Bonfire Premier Cup right now with some of the action that you can find on the Vortex Racing Network. But as we get ready, pace car lights are off. Patrick Cowgill, a little bit of a mistake there. Didn't take any damage, but the number 31 is going to have to start from the back now and make his way forward. Green flag is off. They hit the Echo Park restart zone, and David Owen's going to take that lead, followed by AJ Binish, Zach Panzarella, Alex Hillman, Steve Lewis, Chris Cowgill, Joseph Volpis, Patrick Cowgill, and that's going to be Steve Fugit there in the back in the 94, bringing up the rear. Looking for Matt Novella. He's even further back, so Matt's for a little further. Zach looking on the inside of AJ early on. Little pack here of 5 drivers led by Alex Silman in the 08. That's the 88 of Steve Lewis. Ooh, Chris getting a little wild there. Cars spreading out over the field, trying to get out of the way. (13) in the 31, getting awfully close there. Patrick's going to get the outside lane, not going to let Joseph up to the outer lane to get the angle of attack. Let's see if Joseph, though, can make it stick on the bottom. A lot flatter here at New Hampshire on the bottom. That second and third lane have a little bit more banking, and you can see that. Oh, the 31 gets loose again as Patrick almost loses it again out of 2. Patrick's struggling with acceleration right now here at the Magic Mile. Here, let's take a look at him coming out of 4. If he can do a little bit better here, the 2 brothers here, front to back as they cross the start-finish line. Lap 9 out of 125 here. Shot of AJ Binish. That's Zach Panzarella there looking to the inside of AJ. We're on board with the number 5 right now. Good battle up at the front. Oh, Zach gets loose. Zach heads it into the wall out of turn 2. No yellow flag. He's going to try to back it up here on the apron. No yellow flag yet. Oh, I feel like he's trying to get one out. No, that car is way damaged. Unfortunate there for the number 12. Oh, that's a rough hit. Take another shot at this one. Sorry, Zach. Just another example of trying to get hard on it, losing control out of it, and then he's just going to go head first right there into that barrier wall. Huge hit there for the 12, and that's probably going to end his day, unfortunately, for Panzarella of the number 12, as he's going to bring that thing down pit road, smoking and all. Looks like the 12 is going to have an early day. I think Zach used his fast repair. Looked like he was in pit lane and out of pit lane very quickly. Let's take a look. Yeah, Zach used the fast repair. They have one fast repair in this league, so something to keep an eye on. I'm going to check to see when our stage is tonight. Stage is 50 laps. Stage 50. Lap at 50. Owen's doing a great job. Last lap was a 30.4. AJ running a 30.5. Fastest car on track right now is Patrick Cowgill. Now Joe Svulbis, so keep an eye on that number 13, as the 13 is looking to get underneath. Joe gets to the quarter fender of the 5. Going to try to make the pass here underneath AJ. See if he can make it stick and not over accelerate. Seen a lot of guys get a little too excited on the acceleration button. He does a great job. Joe going to drag race down with AJ. See if Joe can make it work. Stick one more time to make the pass. If he has another great turn, he might be able to clear AJ off of exit. AJ hanging tight though to the right rear quarter fender of the 13. Isn't going to clear. Is going to hang Joe up there coming out of turn 4. AJ's going to have the momentum coming down into turn 1. Joe just really sending it down in there, trying to make it stick, trying to make the pass here as fast as he can. Has nowhere to go because Owens is now is up there. He could squeeze. He could have squeezed in if he had the intestinal fortitude. He could have done it. Just slid it all up in there. I understand, but now he might have an opening here with the 5 going a little bit wider. Joe needs to get up there, block that outside lane. He finally does, shuts the door. Now AJ gonna look underneath. AJ's got the run. Now he's gonna put Joe to the outside. These two battling out side by side. That's just what David Owens wants to see, is these two burning up their stuff, trying to make passes on each other. And now AJ's back in the same spot Joe was just in. Joe is on a tear, looking now to pass David Owens. One caution here so far at the Magic Mile. Joe's saving. Wow, they're already saving. Is Owen saving? No, Owens isn't saving. Let's do it again. You can hear Joe here. He's gonna lift. AJ's not saving. Joe's the only one saving, and Joe's able to keep up with these guys. Very impressive of Joe. He's really been using that angle of fuel saving, doing a great job of it. Shot from above, brought to you by the FarmersOnlyBlimp.com. Remember, you don't have to be lonely at FarmersOnly.com. Appreciate their support throughout the years. Zach Panzarella down 1 lap. Matt Novella down 6 laps. Steve Fugit, he last spun there with Zach, but was not gotten some of the damage. There's a shot at old Steve. Oh, we might have a change for position here as the two are battling it out. David Owens is pitting. What happened to David Owens? Or Owens is in the pit. Number 8's bringing it in. No tires. A little bit of fuel. And away goes Owens. All right, so David wasn't saving, and he's bringing it in. Remember, Joe topped off. But David Owens is not going to be getting lapped here. He is going to be on the lead lap. Was able to top off with fuel and not get lapped, so that's very important. If he would have took tires, obviously he would have got lapped, but he's able to stay out in front of the leader. Little to his knowledge that he doesn't know, Joseph is saving like a mother. And right now, Joe's under attack. Not sure if he's still saving. I'm sure he is trying to make it to lap 50. He could probably make it. And Joe needs air, all the help he can get. As we bring up our standings again, you can see there, Joe at the bottom with 39 points. He's trying to scrounge up any type of point advantage he can. As if he does, that's going to be huge for him, trying to make it in the next round. But AJ Binish there right behind him in the 5, also knocking on the door. Be very interesting to see how this pans out later tonight. All right, we got more guys bringing it into the pits here. Looks like it's the 03 of Chris Cowgill and brother 31, Patrick. They're bringing it down pit lane. Joseph and AJ still battling it out here. So Joe last pitted on lap 3. Here comes Steve Fugit in the pits. See how far AJ could go. We were trying to get the lap 50 for stage points. Oh, Joe bringing it in? All right, Joe's bringing it in. Maybe he figured he couldn't make it. So here he comes, lap 32. Very interesting strategy. Curious to have an interview with him to see what's going on here, but there was your leader. Now AJ Binish going to take over that lead. Let's just keep an eye though on Joe and see if he cycles out or not, or puts tires on. I doubt he's going to put tires. It's going to be a splash and go. Okay, here comes the 5 out of turn 4. Joe better get a move on. There's Joe exiting pit lane. AJ coming around. I don't know, for some reason, it looks like AJ got a little bit better run there on Joe compared to how David Owens is lead. So keep an eye on Owens if AJ and Alex will have to pit here. Alex about 1.7 seconds back. David Owens. Well, it's starting to get spread out here. And the fog looks like it keeps getting worse and worse. There's Joe trying to get back to David Owens right now. He's underneath Owens, side by side, down the front backstretch. Gonna go ahead and get to him. Looks like he's gonna make the pass on Owens, no problem. Gonna move up to third, but how long can AJ Binish and Alex Hillman keep pushing this? 13 more laps to get to 50. He's not really hard saving or nothing yet, so we'll see how far he can go. Very interesting what AJ has got up his sleeves here. Ten to go to the stage. AJ last ran a 30.8, so he's definitely not saving by any means. Joe ran the fastest lap right there at 30.3. But Joe still has a ways to go to catch this guy. It looks like AJ's going to be able to make it. I don't know. He seems like he is. And AJ needs all the stage points as he can get right now. As he is on the bubble, one of the drivers on the bubble. Joseph Vulpes also very on the bottom of the bubble. He is in 8th place, one of the 8th place drivers. Oh, here comes AJ's bringing it in finally. Alex Hillman goes past. Alex Hillman's going to take the lead. And here comes AJ Binish into the pits. Okay, AJ had a 22-second lead over Joseph Vulpes, so we'll have to keep an eye on Joe and see if Joe's going to be able to take over from AJ. Yeah, no problem. AJ's just now leaving the pits. And Joe's going to go ahead and take over that spot as he cycles out. Now all eyes are on Hillman. How long can Hillman go? Hillman did not pit that last caution, so he is out there probably running on fumes. As here is lap 42. Let's go on board with Hillman and see if he's up to any shenanigans. No, not really. He's still running strong. Oh, here he comes down pit lane. Speaking of the devil, he is coming down pit lane. All right, Joseph Vulpes is going to be your next car to keep an eye on. He, number 13, should cycle out to be your leader as he's coming around turn 4 right now down the front stretch here at the Magic Mile. The 08's going to bring it in. Lap 44 out of 120, and there you go, folks. Joseph Vulpes cycles back out to the lead here at the Magic Mile with a 4-second lead over AJ. Both drivers did not take tires. As Alex Hillman is gonna probably pick up a stage point. I think it pays the top 5. Steve Lewis gets the worst of that situation. Not gonna pick up any stage points. But Joseph and AJ both battling out. Even though this isn't the last race of the season, last race of the round, all these stage points are gonna help out and you are going to have a playoff point to your bucket. As lap 45 ticks on by here at the Magic Mile, 5 laps to the stage. Alex Hillman trying to chase down Patrick for that 4th spot. Another stage point would not hurt Alex's chances going into the next round. We're on board with Alex Hillman in the 08 right now, as we got 3 more laps to make it to the end of the stage. 2 laps to go as Joseph Volpes crosses the start-finish line, followed behind AJ Binish. And AJ David Owens trying to close that gap, but not being able to get it. Looks like he's at 0.8 of a second right now. Joseph's out to 3 seconds of the lead. And we're on board with Alex Hillman trying to reel in Chris Cowgill. There's a shot on it with Chris. You can see Chris watching this battle in front of him unfold. You see up in front of you, Joseph Volpes out to the races. AJ second, David Owens third. Right now we're watching the battle for P4, 5, and 6. On board with Chris Cowgill right now. Seeing if the Alex Hillman in the 08 can make a move. All right, lap 50, here we go. Joseph Volpes gonna be your stage winner as he's gonna bring it across the start-finish line. There is your stage winner. AJ Binish gonna pick up a few points. David Owens some more. Patrick Cowgill gonna get some good earned hard points. And Alex Hillman, I believe, is gonna pick up some well-deserved points that might help him as they keep going on to the next round. As the caution is out here at the Magic Mile, these guys are going to get a chance to get some tires, as that's going to give me a chance to wet my whistle. We'll be right back. Oh boy, 7602. Yeah, I was looking at that right now. Great catch. I mean, he took a 7.95 stop. I don't know how long it, I don't know, maybe. You're probably right. I don't know. Then he took another 7.95 seconds, 8-second stop right now, so maybe he put rights on again. Everyone else taking a 14 to 15 second stop there. Matt Novello only had 11-second stop, so yeah, curious there. Oh boy, might be on to something. Okay, 6 cars in the field. Some more trying to catch up. Steve Fugit, Chris Cowgill still in the pits getting some more work done. Zach Panzarella able to get back on the lead lap, but here they go hitting the Echo Park restart zone, and away they are off. Joseph Volpe is going to take the inside lane as the leader. Get a great jump slide up in front of AJ Binish, get a better angle of attack heading into turn 1. The driver's going to need to be careful on these older, fresher tires, cold tires, as AJ's going to hang tight there on the right rear quarter fender, but Joseph clears, allows Patrick Cowgill, and here they come 3 wide into turn 1. David Owens pushing the issue. The 8's going to try to make it stick. Patrick going to give him plenty of room, and it looks like the 8's going to take advantage. Almost, is he going to pass 3 trucks out of turn 4? No, David Owens going to run out a little bit of a momentum there, but he is on the attack as Joseph Volpe goes way up the track, opening a door there for AJ Binish, and they're touching there. AJ and Joseph touches, lets Patrick Cowgill get by, and here comes the 08 of Alex Hillman. 5 trucks battling it out, all these trucks, playoff drivers, battling it out for position here early after that restart, as David Owens takes off from 3 rows back and takes the lead in just under 2 laps. Patrick loose again, and there goes the 5. The 5 gets loose, hits the wall. AJ Binish on the bubble, needs to get that truck turned around. No yellow yet, and he's not going to get one. Lap 57, AJ took some major damage there. It kind of looked like Hillman might have gave him some help. I don't want to call it out or say it, but it just kind of had that feeling, as that's unfortunate for AJ, as AJ is going to be about 13 seconds back of the leader right now. Let's see if we can take a look at what happened to AJ. Keep an eye on the 5. Oh no, AJ just lost it out of exit. No malicious intent, just lost it out of exit. Unfortunately there for the number 5. But here we go, we got a battle on our hands. As Cowgill, Patrick looking, hunting down Owens. On board with Patrick Cowgill in the 08, the 31, I'm sorry. See that rolling, that center, he gets a little tight. That's the baby, the throttle. Not getting that truck to be able to rotate properly. Here's the downshift. Owens running that higher line, making it work. Great job by Owens. Not too much of a diamond. I was expecting a little more of a drive down, but no, he's kind of staying using that higher groove. Downshifting both trucks. You see the flame coming out of the right side of the trucks. All right, so I think 47 laps was the most we saw a truck get out of fuel. So 47 plus 50, that's 97. Maybe lap 97, and you come in one more time for tires. And then you could definitely make it to the end. So this is a one-stop race right now if we continue under green flag conditions, as Patrick's getting an inch in his way closer and closer, but David Owens doing a great job using that third lane. Oh, David hits the wall, and he's going to open the door here for Patrick. Patrick finally gets side by side with David Owens out of exit. Owens going to have a little more momentum. But here comes Patrick on the inside, battling it out. They're even heading into turn 3. Patrick with the advantage a little bit, trying to side draft the 8. They are neck and neck. Owens making it very difficult on Patrick there, as Patrick's going to have to use that bottom lane and not pinch off his exit there. Great battle here for the lead. Patrick trying to regain it. He had the speed earlier, lost it out of exit, and is able to bounce back here, but he's dead even with the 8. He's going to have to earn it the hard way if he's going to want to lead some laps. Patrick going to have to fall back in line, not able to make the pass complete. Now Patrick looks like he's trying to find another way around David. Kind of using his own line against him. You can see Patrick use the high line and look like he got a good run. He's going to try to complete the pass here again. Headed into 1. Excuse me. Still side by side, unbelievable racing action here. Patrick almost clear, he does. David looks like he lifted a little bit. Let's see if Patrick can keep the 8 to at bay. David Owens going to send it in again below the apron, gets a little bit of rotation. Tries to keep it in that second lane, he does. They're going to come out and exit. Patrick with a nice head of steam. Owens again driving it down onto the apron and diming it almost. Full send slide job down underneath the apron. Patrick using a little bit of apron that time, but not on entry, on exit. Slide to side, touching door handles. Patrick clears again. Is David going to dive bomb him back down in the 1? Yeah, but Patrick's going to try to pinch it off. You got to be careful, Patrick. You're asking to get turned. Patrick does a great job defending that at the risk of turning his truck. Okay, now David's going to start working the high line again. Seems to be a sweet spot. See if he can gain back some time on Patrick. But these two, what a juggernaut there. And it looks like Patrick was able to finally pass David Owens, and now he's starting to put a gap in between them. Let's keep an eye on what Joseph Volpus is doing. Not saving. He is full blown driving the wheels off of this thing. There's the downshift in the third. And away he goes. Careful there. Oh, nice job. Sawing away at that wheel. Keeping that 13 machine on the track. DDI team drivers here. Alex Hillman and Zach Panzarella in the number 12 and the 8. 08. .31, still your leader. Alex Hillman and Zach Panzarella, teammates. They kind of seem like they're starting to catch Owens. Owens might have drove the wheels off of that thing trying to battle out Patrick. As you can see, that lead of Patrick starting to increase. Steve Fugan in 88. Steve Lewis in the 88. Looks like he's still on the lead lap. Remember, Steve is battling out. He is one of those 8 drivers. As I'll pull that infograph up one more time. Matt Tucker's locked himself in. Decided not even to show up because he won the race. Patrick Cowgill, your leader, looking to get his first win of the season and secure his spot into the next round. Phoenix is next week. And AJ Benish, remember we saw him take a big hit. Let's check in on AJ. AJ looks like he's got a little bit of damage there to the right front after that hit. And you can see Alex starting to reel in Owens. Chris doing a great job right here, staying with AJ. AJ, one of the premier truck drivers in the series, but with that damaged vehicle, it's going to be tough for AJ to bounce back. But just the thing that our leader would need. At 31 of Patrick, this could be his day at the Magic Mile. So lots of race left with 42 laps left to punch his way. Remember, our fuel window should be opening up probably around lap 97 or so. Drivers should probably start coming in right now if they wanted to. Hillman, oh no, Hillman holds on to it. Oh my. Did he get a little help there from the 08? That's going to let Zach Pandrilla get by, and he's going to pick up P2. Let's keep an eye on this battle, though, between Alex Hillman and David Owens, the battle of the eights. Chris Crowgill trying to make that pass on AJ. Both these trucks are a lap down. And Chris is going to complete that pass. And there you see in the background Patrick Cowgill, the leader, looking to lap these guys. You can really see Alex back up the corner and try to get it run. David's carrying a little bit more forward speed into the corner. Oh, and there's Hillman bringing it down pit lane. Hillman and Patrick bringing it down here. Leader brings it down. It's going to take a chance. Going to give the lead to Zach Panzarella. The window is open. Patrick puts on right sides. Gonna put the lefts on also, see what Alex does. Lefts going on as well. So 4 tires for both drivers as they head on out on the track. The number 12 gonna be your leader. As Patrick with that lead is gonna be able to stay on the lead lap. Again, Zach's your leader. Just able to stay out. That is gonna put Alex Hillman to a lap down for now. 34 laps to go here at the Magic Mile. Zach Panzarella, your leader. AJ battling it out there with Patrick. So AJ yet the pit, has some damage from earlier. Looks like he got loose on his own. Okay, Zach Panzarella, David Owens, both trucks are in. Okay, let's see if anyone does anything cute here. There goes the right sides. Everybody taking 4. Okay, and that's gonna put your leader, Patrick Cowgill, back out at the leader. AJ Benish trying to probably run this thing as long as he can for the track position, hoping a yellow comes out. Joseph Volpis gonna take over that spot AJ was in, as AJ's gonna break it down and get some fuel and tires. Oh, Zach Panzarella loses it. No yellow. I'm showing Zach Panzarella, David Owens. Let's see what happened. Let's see. This is David Owens here first off by himself. This is lap 94. Sends it in way too. Oh, big time damage there for David. That's another incident. No yellow. Wow, I can't believe no yellow. Okay, Zach Panzarella crash. Zach's gonna lose it off exit. Does a great job saving that truck. Wow, these guys are trying not to get a yellow thrown. But no chagrin. Zach in a lot better spot there. Didn't damage that car at all. Just probably wore some tire off that truck. But the 8 took a hard shot there to the outside wall with the rear end. All right, Joseph Volpis here, trying to chase down Patrick. Patrick last ran a 30.38. Joseph ran a 30.42. So very similar lap times between these two. Yeah, you can see Patrick doing a great job. Joseph just not being able to catch up any time there. You can see he keeps losing time to Cowgill. There you can see Patrick's lead over Volpis, 3.9 seconds. And just how it's grown lap after lap so far. 25 laps to go till Patrick can secure his first win of the season and punch his way into the championship 4. This is race 2 of the round of 8. There's your second place driver right now, Joseph Volpis. Alex Hillman, remember, he spun out a little bit there and was able to rebound quite well, but Alex and Joe both battling out for the bubble. We'll bring that image up one more time. Very crude image, but remember, Owens has got himself basically pointed in. Matt Tucker won last week, so he's in. And if Patrick Cowgill can hang on, you'll have at least 3 spots secured, so that would just leave that 4th spot open. And that would be Alex Hillman, which is running in 3rd place right now. AJ Binish, which isn't having the greatest day, but he's in 7th. And Steve Louie in 6th. Andrew Bolander not here this evening. And number 8, Joseph Volpis, hanging in there on P2. So this is all going to tighten up after tonight's race. And so we have 20 laps to go here at the Magic Mile here in New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Thank you guys for joining us here tonight on this wonderful 1-mile track here located in New Hampshire. And Patrick's got that lead out to 4 seconds, now 4.5 seconds as he is just putting on a clinic. The truck behind him there, that's Steve Louie. Steve's the lap down right now, showing in 6th place, trying to hang on. Alex Hillman battling here for 2nd place on Joseph, as every point matters here, as these two are going to be fighting for that bubble. Oh, they touched just a little bit. On board with Chris Cowgill. On board with AJ Binish, trying to see if Joe can make the pass on Alex to take back 2nd. But Alex was able to make the pass there cleanly, and Alex Hillman takes over P2. Patrick Cowgill has checked out over 5.5 seconds. AJ looking a little bit racy there, a lap down. Trying to catch, I don't know who. He's just out there racing, trying a little upset. Joe hits the wall there pretty hard, and That might open a door up there for... Oh, Chris and AJ are both a lap down. Look out when these two are near each other. David Owens and Steve Lewis battling out for the lucky dog, I believe. Yeah, so keep your eye on that right now. That is interesting, and AJ Benish trying to catch up to that, but AJ's got a little ways to go to get that lucky dog spot. And it looks like Steve's going to go ahead and take off from Owens, so Steve's going to be able to put himself in that lucky dog spot. Shout out there to Patrick in that number 31 truck, the CTNN B1 Connect and Cure Chevy. As 11 laps here to go, these laps can't count down soon enough for the driver of the number 31. As his day has finally come, if everything stays on track, he is in the driver's seat to get his first win of the season and punch his way into that next round of the chase. Lead has increased to 7 seconds over Alex Hillman. Alex Hillman trying to hang on to that second position, doing a great job there. That's Chris Calgill right behind him. He's a lap down. Joseph Fulpus is your next truck back, and Zach Panzarella in the number 12 there, be able to bounce back from that earlier wreck, get the fast repair on there, and he's looking good now in P4. Steve Louie with a decent day. He is in the driver's seat for that lucky dog if we were to have a late yellow, but Patrick Calgill does not want to see that right now, as we are getting closer and closer for him getting that big monkey off his back and securing a win here. Steve might be getting his lap back the hard way. Doing a great job there, Mr. Louie. 6 to go here at the Magic Mile. We are counting these down awfully fast here, as these boys have had 2 cautions. We had a stage break and an early wreck for a caution, for a total of 6 laps. But Patrick Calgill in the 31 looking to punch his way in the next round with 5 laps to go till he tastes the sweet taste of success. Oh, man. AJ not having the day he wanted today. Had a big incident there earlier. Set him back quite a bit. No yellow came out. Should have been a couple times where maybe a yellow should have came out here at this track, but it did not. Just the way it goes sometimes. David Owens gets loose. Not sure what's quite going on here with the 8. That was something. Let's take a look at that. Interesting. Lost it there, out of control. Yellow does not come out. iRacing is being stingy with the flags. But Patrick Cowgill, 2 laps to go here at the Magic Mile. Crossing that start finish line, should be taking the white flag. And there it is, folks, the final lap. This is Patrick Cowgill's chance. Barring anything terribly happening to Patrick, he has got this thing locked up. He just has one more set of corners to go until he punches his way into the next round and gets his first win of the season here in the Thursday Night Truck Series on the Moonlight Racing League. And here he comes into 3 and 4, coming out of the backstretch to the front stretch. Your winner here at the Magic Mile, Patrick Cowgill, punches his way into the next round. And congratulations to the 3-1 as he gets his first win of the season. And there's your second place finisher, Alex Hillman. Joseph Volpis picks up a P3. Zach Panzarello recovers from that earlier wreck and gets a P4. Steve Lewis is going to finish in P5. AJ Benish, 6th place. David Owens is going to finish in 7th. And that's the way the cookie crumbles, folks, here at the Magic of Miles. Let's see if we get any interviews. But congratulations to the 31. See the excitement there, Mr. Patrick just burning it down. All right, let's bring in our first contestant here on The Price is Right. Hey there, Mr. Alex Hillman. Great job today. Hey, that was great, man. Doing good. Great job today, Alex. 2nd place. You recovered quite well. I saw you got, I don't know if you got spun or if you just lost control there. I know a lot of guys were kind of losing it out of exit there, but what happened to you there?
A little bit of contact. I was braking a little before everybody else was because I had to brake bias slow just to get the car turned in the midway through the corner. I don't think Owens was expecting that, so no big deal. Got saved, got back up 2nd.
Yeah, good job. And then I know you're right there on the bubble as I had my very crude drawing of our standings tonight. But yeah, Alex, you're right there. Only 1 point above AJ. AJ didn't have the greatest night. He finished in 6th position. So were you able to pick up any stage points today?
Really not. I think I was in 5th. I don't really know what
I think you might have got
the
one.
number was today.
Yeah, I think with a small field it pays up to 5, I believe. So maybe you got I think you might have got a point. All right, so that's good, man. So hey, so smaller field size tonight. Um, how was that? And what are you going to looking? Is Phoenix a good track for you going into next week?
Uh, it's kind of one of those that sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not for me. That's kind of how this whole season has been. Tracks I'm typically not good at, have been good at. Tracks I'm typically good at have been awful. Um, but I think it's more of tracks I'm not good at. I'm just patient the whole time. It's like tonight, I've my best finish at New Hampshire.
Well, hey, good job on your best finish, man. You had, you definitely had the track dialed in. You ran real well. Some guys fell out, wrecked, and some even not work. But some of the guys, I'm not sure what some of the guys were doing out there. But great job, Alex. I guess anything else you want to say before we let you get out of here, man?
Just to thank the DDI boys and you in the booth. Always do a good job, and thank you for my team giving me the opportunity a couple years ago to be a part of it.
Oh yeah, hey, we're always looking for people, and Alex, we're really grateful to have you on board, and you do a great job with the ARCA series on Monday evening. So not a problem at all, man. And yeah, good race, and we'll see you next week at Phoenix, buddy.
See you next week.
You got it, man. All right, guys, that was the '08 of Alex Hillman. A great race there from him today, and I'm gonna bring our winner in, Mr. Patrick Cowgill. Long ado, but Patrick, congratulations! Great to see you in here. Um, it's about time. Great job, man. You got the win tonight. It's just you had the speed. You had an earlier incident earlier in the race where you kind of spun out, but you recovered quite well, and were able to drive back up to the front. And a great battle there between you and David Owens, side by side. Tell me a little bit about that.
Whew, man, how about that? um, so yeah, the first run, so during practice we were trying to see what we could do to get faster and stuff, and for some reason staying in fourth gear was the fastest during practice. And then that first run, I started falling off really bad. So after the stage, I started shifting to make the truck turn a little bit easier, and that seemed to have made all the difference. And I think that's what ultimately got me past Owens was his tires were burning up faster than mine because I was shifting and he wasn't.
Yeah, and he was sending it in Hail Marys like on the apron too, so I'm sure it wasn't helping his tires out that much doing that. But he didn't really have anything to lose as he has such a huge point buffer from being out. So I think he's locked in. Tucker's locked in from winning last race, and now you're locked in. So I'd say those are the three trucks moving on after Phoenix. Out of whoever gets that last spot, it's going to make it very interesting, especially if a lower guy is able to win his way in. But already looking to be a great Final Four drivers going into the championship race. Going into Phoenix there, Patrick, how do you feel? Is it a track you like, or is it something that you need to do some practice, or how do you feel about going into Phoenix?
Phoenix is a track that I do like, and I have not been bad there in the past. I don't know if my good luck tonight is gonna continue though, with how much bad luck I've had this season. But we'll see. I mean, I'm not looking forward to Kentucky, that's for sure, because I suck there. I'm probably the worst out of the three people that are in it right now.
Yeah, you just got to do your best, and you never know what happens, man. That's why you guys race the race. You never know, something could happen. Strategy play your way. So just think positive, and I'm sure you'll do great, man. But Patrick, before we let you out of here, any shout outs or anyone you say hi to before we send it off tonight?
Yep, gotta give a shout out to my wifey for letting me race. Shout out to CTN, MB1, Connecting Cure, you for putting on the broadcasts, the guys for putting on the leagues, and everybody on DDI that are my teammates.
All right, you guys heard it here from Patrick Cowgill. New winner, congratulations. Punches his way in, first win of the season. Well deserved there from Patrick, battling it out against one of the tougher drivers in the league of David Owens. So well earned, Patrick. Go celebrate there with the wifey, and you have yourself a great night, sir.
Yep, thank you.
You got it. All right, that was the 31 of Patrick Cowgill. I sold him my number for big bucks in another league, so I'm glad he's happy because now my pockets are fuller. But yeah, guys, what a race. It had a smaller field, but we had some great moments in it, so very exciting. We're going to go back and I just want to kind of take a look at a couple little things real quick before we head out tonight. Let's take it to the chopper. All right, let's see. We had a couple wrecks this week, so let's see. A couple spinouts. There we go. Okay, this is lap number 1. Steve Fugit having a problem. Oh, maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's just a normal little lap 1 thingy. Okay, here we go. So this one sucks for Patrick. Patrick came out of the corner early in the race. He just kind of loses it there. But he's lucky. No damage. Got away with that one. So, all right. And then lap 2 also. A second later, I think Steve Fugit also spins out. Kind of similar fashion underneath. Old tires, tries to get on it a little too soon. And yeah, he's just going to go ahead and lose that grip off the rear. And Matt Novella does a great job of missing that. Lap 6, Matt Novella. Oh, there we go. Matt Novella here. I think this one put him a couple laps down as this gave him damage, or did he lag out? Nope, he's losing it. He was blinking. Kind of similar thing, lost the rear end tire grip. And his connection was just that bad, I guess. And then lap 11, Zach Panzarella. Lap 11 play. And there's Zach. This is a big hit for Zach. That blew the motor, or destroyed the motor. He had to do a fast repair, but no yellow came out on this. Very interesting. All right, Chris Cowgill. Take a look at here. This was on lap 52. I don't think this is anything. Not sure why it's so slow. I don't know. Maybe it ran out of fuel. Steve Fugit, lap 53. Saves it. Great job there, Steve. He had enough though after that one. Then we got Steve Louie, 55. Very similar. A lot of, you can see it throughout the night. Lots of spins like that, and nothing brought a yellow out. Crazy. Okay, this was AJ having some issues. Watch that number 5 truck. Does it on his own on the outside groove. Takes a shot there to the right front, back rear. David Owens, lap 94. Destroys the right rear. Zach Panzarella has another issue late in the race. And our finale is David Owens, and we're going to put this in slow-mo. As we sign this thing out of here. I'll see you guys next week as we're at Phoenix Raceway. You guys have a great night. Take care. God bless you all. And we'll see you next Thursday here for another exciting race at the Thursday Thriller Truck Series on the Moonlight Racing League.
Racing Showdown? The Drive for 500 is coming on February 14, 2026. This isn't just any race. The winner takes home this exclusive, custom-made trophy. A one-of-a-kind prize that you won't want to miss. But that's not all. Every driver who qualifies and completes at least 50% of the laps will score exclusive giveaways. So whether you're fighting for first place or just making the field, there's something for everyone. Plus, we're on a mission to hit 500 subscribers by race day. Your support powers the race, so subscribe now and help us cross that finish line. Ready for the ultimate sim racing showdown? The Drive for 500.